guys, I'm in the middle of a project right now, actually a few projects, and I ran into a problem where I need a straight edge on my lumber. So I just recently resaw these. They're a little thick for my bandsaw, so I resaw them by hand. The joint is decent, but I need to glue them up together, and I want to make sure that joint is crisp. So this is the perfect opportunity to add to my collection of jigs. So what I'm going to make today is a straight edge joint, or more specifically a jointer jig, and it's real simple. So let's get into it. Alright, so only a few things are needed for this build, and you're going to have most of them in your shop right now if you've been building for any amount of time. So I got a little small sheet of 3/4 inch plywood here that I'm going to use. Just make sure it has a factory edge on it. Some toggle clamps you can get on Amazon, and I'll put a link down below so you guys can check these out. Very inexpensive. And I'm going to use my framing square. I'm just going to put my framing square up to my edge here just to make sure there's no daylight. And there's no daylight. That's the most important thing, is to have a straight piece. If you don't start with a straight piece, then you can't straight line edge joint anything. So just gonna cut this up and we'll get right into it. Let's start at, let's call it 11. We'll start at 11 inches and see how that works out for us. I might cut this down lengthwise as we go on, but this is a good place to start. So let's see. I'll put this aside for now. Next thing you know, I'm going to cut my top strip off of this side. This strip I'm going to go, I'll start 4.5. 4 3/4. Alright, now we made our 2 cuts. The next thing for us to do is to line this up. So I picked this tip up from Brian over at Walker's Woodworks. You want to take your factory edges and you want to hang it over ever so slightly on this side. It'll come into play later. Trust me, let's do it. Now that we've taken care of screwing it down and gluing it down, the next thing for us to do is to make sure we get it to that final width that we're looking for. So I'm going to take that overhang, which is this side, put it up against the fence, and trim it to width. Right now, we're roughly 11 1/4 with our overhang. Let's see what our wood looks like when we put it on there to joint it. If I put it on there, it hangs off just a bit, but I'm thinking maybe something like this makes more sense. So I think I'm going to take off about an inch and 1/4. I'll start with 1 1/4. No. I almost made a big mistake. I almost took it off of the wrong side. I need 1 1/4 to come off of this side, and I want to run this side up against my fence. So I need to add 1 1/4 to my thickness. hear me. Now that we've gotten that taken care of, I'm going to run the saw against the next side and give us a clean edge on this side. That gives us a clean edge on both sides. Again, another tip from Walker's Woodworks. Perfect. Nice clean edge on this fence side and nice clean edge on the inside, nice clean edge on the outside. So let's get to the toggles. Let's figure out this toggle situation. So I think I'd be good with a toggle here, and one down here. But when I'm jointing really small boards like this, I mean, I'm sure that's enough. But what if I just put two? What if I put two towards the beginning like that? I don't know. I think that would work just fine. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's do that. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. I'll just do that all the way down. So here's the finished product. I end up cutting it down again. So I thought to myself, what if I want to joint 2x4s? I can't joint 2x4s if it's too wide. So the lower mouth of this is about 3 1/16. The overall width right now, we're looking 7.5 inches wide. I think that's perfect. If it's a 2x4, perfectly, so we can actually joint that side. But more importantly, I did it for my hardwood. So I want to put these two together so I can glue them up. I'm going to have to still set them through my planer to get them to the same thickness, but let's see what we can do here. Ideally, I think I would have put the two closer ones on the other end, but this will work just the same. It's pretty cool, right? Moment of truth. That's my jointed side, that's my jointed side. Whoa! Look at that. That's perfect. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but I don't see any daylight through there. That's going to make for a really tight glue joint. This jointed jig is nice. We can leave it there, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sand it down a little bit and throw some lacquer on it to protect it, and then we'll call it good from that point on. So I'm gonna do that right now. Hey, so bottom line, this is gonna fulfill about 99% of the tasks that you want to complete. If you don't wanna break the bank and buy yourself that 6-inch or that 8-inch jointer or even bigger, or maybe you don't have the space for a jointer, this is gonna fulfill your needs. And hopefully you found some value in this video, and if you did, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like button, tap that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you're alerted to the next time I put out the video. I'm gonna have a lot of good things coming your way and I wouldn't want you to miss it. With my surfboard here, I'm Drew. This is Ready, Set, Build It. Get out of your comfort zone and try something new.